Okay, today we are opening a window straight into the unseen. We're doing something really special. We're stepping directly into the voices of two 6-year-old boys. Their names are Linfu and Linbao, and they're speaking to their father from the afterlife. So let's just dive right in and listen to this profoundly moving journey.
Father, my brother and I miss you so much. I mean, just imagine the sheer weight of those exact words coming from a child you've lost. Throughout this whole explainer, we're really going to feel little Linfu's pure, unwavering love as he reaches across dimensions. He is speaking directly to his grieving father, and it sets the stage for this deeply emotional, completely unseen reality. Section 1. Childhood Memories. To truly understand the depth of this separation, we have to first look at the beautiful days they shared together in Qing Dynasty, Hangzhou. So the boys' entire world revolved around their father's devout faith. They watched him quietly, day after day, donating rice and oil to the poor. And in their 6-year-old innocence, they just naturally mimicked his compassion. Without anyone even asking them to, these little twins would take their own favorite candies and pastries and press them right into the hands of the poorest kids in their village. You can really see how the seeds of the Tao were already beautifully planted in their young hearts. Moving on to Section 2, the drowning, because tragically, those idyllic, innocent days were brutally cut short on what was supposed to be a fun family boat trip. It happened so fast. A sudden splash, a quick glimpse of a startling aquatic spirit, which, by the way, actually meant them no harm at all, and little Linfu slipped. In a literal heartbeat of pure brotherly devotion, his younger twin, Linbao, desperately reached out to grab him. But the current, it was just too strong. Together, they tumbled into the rushing water and were swallowed by the river in seconds. And here is where it gets really heartbreaking. In the terrifying, freezing dark of the afterlife, Linfu's absolute only thought was protecting his little brother. He said, "Since we died, we held hands and never let go. How could I explain it to you if we got lost?" Even as wandering spirits, shivering out there in the unknown, their fierce brotherly love and their sense of duty to their dad kept them anchored. They just wanted to be good boys for their father. Section 3. Seeking True Qigong. Lost and completely terrified, these two tiny souls embarked on this desperate, agonizing quest to find their way back home. They rushed straight back to their house, right? But they were stopped dead at the front door. The deity at their home altar was a proxy god, meaning he simply didn't have the celestial authority to let deceased spirits casually cross back into the living realm. Just imagine their absolute heartbreak, standing on their very own doorstep, literally hearing their parents weeping inside, but completely unable to get in. Through their tears, they realized there was only one hope left. They had to find the true Qigong, the only one who held the ultimate authority to save them. And the agony just stretched on and on. We're talking hours spent weeping by the riverbank, days locked out of their own home. Finally, they dragged themselves all the way to Lingyan Temple, and they just knelt there, alongside the local earth god. For weeks, these 6-year-old spirits knelt and cried, begging the heavens for a single miracle. And then, finally, a miracle. The true Qigong actually arrived. And he didn't appear as some distant, intimidating deity. No, he came with the warm, comforting smile of a father. He gently patted their tear-stained faces, completely chased away their terrors about having to enter the underworld, and promised them, for sure, that they would be completely safe. Section 4. Underworld Cultivation. Because getting rescued was really just step 1. To earn their way back, they had a massive spiritual journey ahead of them. When they were finally brought before Yama, the king of hell, an incredible truth dropped. This wasn't their first time being brothers. Not even close. Yama declared that for 6 consecutive lifetimes, they had lived as deeply loyal, devoted siblings. 6 times! This profound, enduring bond of honesty and filial piety across all those lifetimes earned them some extraordinary spiritual grace down in the realm of the dead. But the cultivation itself, it was grueling. Yet every single step was paved by their father's earthly charity. His massive donations generated the merit that even allowed these tiny spirits into the Sutra Pavilion in the first place. Think about this. For 18 long years, they endured bitter trials. They had to learn complex sutures, face malicious spirits, and hold back all anger. 18 years, and they were fueled entirely by the hope of making their dad proud and finally earning their tokens to return. Section 5. Gratitude to Father. Because after 18 years of immense hardship, the ultimate moment arrived. The only reason this heavenly reunion could even happen boils down to this one profound concept: dedicating one's life to the Tao. The father's selfless, unwavering spiritual dedication while on Earth generated such massive cosmic merit that it literally pierced the veil of death. It was his absolute faith on Earth that became the exact mechanism unlocking his son's salvation in heaven. It's just incredible.
Now, to prove it was truly them speaking, little Linfu reached back to their happiest, most intimate earthly memory. He said, "Father, do you remember the game? You bet your arms and swung us. We loved playing with you." That simple memory proved that even death and a full 18 years of brutal underworld trials absolutely could not erase a child's pure love for their dad.
Linfu's final words are just an outpouring of raw, endless gratitude. He essentially tells his father, "We endured all of those 18 years just so we could finally say thank you. Thank you for your supreme sacrifice." He begs his dad to stay steadfast in his faith, because it's exactly that faith that continues to protect, guide, and elevate them both in the heavens. The story of Linfu and Linbao leaves us with a pretty breathtaking realization, doesn't it? If a father's earthly spiritual dedication can literally save his children across dimensions, well, how are your daily actions shaping the spiritual destiny of your loved ones? What eternal ripple effects are your kindness, your charity, and your faith having on the people you hold dear right now? Definitely hold on to that thought.